So let's begin with the rapid fire. The first one is, at what age do you want to retire?
37.
How long does it take you to get ready in the mornings?
7 minutes.
Most embarrassing moment of your life?
Fast.
Favorite color?
Green.
What time of day are you most inspired?
4:30 in the morning.
How many hours of sleep can you survive on?
4.
Fill in the blank. An upcoming technology or social trend is blank.
AI. Innovated.
The city in which the best kiss of your life happened.
Fort Douglas.
The biggest mistake of your career.
Pass.
Pick one, Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk.
Must.
How do you relax?
4-wheelers.
How many cups of coffee do you drink per day?
1.
A habit of yours that you dislike.
Biting my fingers.
The most valuable skill you've learned in life.
Vulnerability.
Your favorite Netflix show.
Arrival.
The last movie that you saw that had a good impression on you.
Pre.
The last song you've been listening to.
Melodies from Heaven by Kirk Franklin.
Well, so that's the end of the rapid fire. We can go on to the longer questions. Can you share some of the key lessons you've learned from your professional sports career that have also translated into your pursuits off the field, such as your role as a board member, advisor, and philanthropist?
I think the key lessons that I learned from playing football is the ability to thrive in situational football. So that's in the most critical moments of the game, where you can either win a game or lose a game in the last seconds of a game. So being able to thrive in situational football. And I think that carries over into the board arena, being able to thrive in situational moments where it's pivotal moments for the company to make a decision that could either take a company and take it from, a no-name company to a company that's thriving, or being able to keep a company from dying and making a decision that is critical to that company being able to survive, and especially in environments like this.
And how do you believe your experience as a professional athlete has influenced your decision-making or leadership style in particular?
I think first and foremost, it's the ability to be a cheerleader. As an athlete, we're always, getting the praise and getting the recognition from fans, both in the stadium and outside to the stadium. And I think being able to come into a boardroom or come into a founder space or executive space and be able to support them and cheer them on, I think is something that I found to be extremely valuable.
So you're known for your dedication to social justice initiatives and community work. Could you tell us a bit more about a specific project or cause that is close to your heart and the impact it has had on the communities you serve?
I think the biggest one that I've started to spend a lot of time with lately is working with United Airlines and their United Aviation Academy. We all know that there's a shortage of pilots that's currently going on, not only in America, but across the world, and being able to make sure that there are diverse candidates that are going through their pipeline. So understanding that, hey, this is a big issue, understanding that aviation isn't going anywhere, but how do we ensure that there are diverse pilots that are able to participate in this economy that's growing just within that little subsector? The thing is I've always focused on science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. When you look at what a pilot has to do every day, it's something related to science, technology, engineering, arts, and math.
So how did you initially get involved with this project, and what motivated you to contribute your time and effort?
The thing is I love aviation. Again, it's an extension of that vertical of STEAM. And then when you think about kind of where, again, the economy is going, how do you participate and make sure that others are able to participate? And not only the conversation around driverless airplanes or AI that's going to be, going through the aviation industry, but you also want to make sure that there are young people that realize, especially young black kids, young black and brown kids that are able to participate, in this economy that's going to continue to be around. It's not going anywhere. And then I think what United Aviation Academy has done is they've lowered the barrier of entry. So you could be able to get a pilot's license as early as, 13 or 14 years old, even before you get your driver's license.
So being involved in various advisory roles, what are some of the most common challenges or opportunities you have encountered while advising these organizations?
I think some of it, I guess the challenge is being coachable. Being able to take what somebody gives you, or not only myself, but also the board is able to give a founder, and you take what, that advisor gave you, and you're able to take that coaching and be able to make a decision or make a change that's necessary for the company to thrive. In our profession, you're coached on, Tuesday during training camp. On Wednesday, they set up you to make that correction from Tuesday. It's a lot different in a company. If you make give a coaching tip or a coaching point, and sometimes that takes, a week or two to permeate. So, I think for me, that's been kind of the biggest challenge, is the ability to see coaching really take root in a very frequent and fast manner, which, for us in sports is done on a daily basis, and within the, startups and within, or more corporate ecosystem is not done as fast.
And how well do you think coaching translates into these ecosystems as well?
I think it's super important. I think everybody needs to coach in some shape or fashion. Whether you're working out, you're getting stronger, or getting more fit, you need a coach. Whether you're thinking how to utilize the resources that you have in a much better way as a financial coach. Whether you're thinking about your social well-being, your mental well-being as an executive coach. So I think at some point in your life, you need somebody that's coaching you or showing you how to do it better. Your parents are coaches. It's the first coach that you encounter. And I think at every step in your journey, there's somebody that's helping you become a better individual, and usually it's somebody that's helping from the mentorship or coaching standpoint.
So transitioning from the NFL to a broader range of endeavors can be a significant shift. What motivated you to expand your involvement beyond football and pursue opportunities in different fields?
I think for me, for the ability to go into different fields, it was an opportunity to be curious. Within playing the game of football, you have the opportunity to be curious, but it's curious within how do you better define your craft? How do you get better at your craft? And being able to go into another ecosystem and be curious, you realize that there are many different things that you don't know. So you have to be able to lean on individuals. You have to be able to be vulnerable, like I mentioned earlier, and be able to understand that you just don't know it all. You don't have all the answers. You don't know how to create, some of the sizable type of infrastructures, sizable type of firms that are really driving, the returns within the private market. So it's been this opportunity to go be curious and go and learn and go and spend time with people who've done this at a much higher clip than I have.
And how do you think this transition has influenced your own personal growth?
I think this transition has actually accelerated my personal growth because it's forced me to continue to go down this dual path, but do it with frequency of being able to spend time with individuals, doing it with urgency, realizing that I don't have much time left on the football field, and understanding how urgent I have to be off the field, but also how to be able to understand the ways in which they work together. How does sports work with venture? How does venture work with sports? How to spend time with executives how is that similar to spending time with a general manager or spending time with a coach? And that's how it's like spending time with a product manager. So you realize some of these similarities of being able to utilize those as much as possible.
So looking ahead, what are some of the goals and projects that you're most excited about in the coming years?
Most excited about in the coming years is being able to, one, honor my word. I've been able to be an advisor to a couple of different companies and firms, and I really want to sprint and make sure that I do those with high velocity and high conviction to make sure that I serve them in that manner. My contract is up in 2 years. We'll see, where things go after that, but I really want to make sure that I'm serving and honoring the word that I gave to a couple of those entities over the next 2 years.
So the last question for you is of a personal kind. What would you be doing in your life if not this?
When I'm doing it, but it would be being a dad. I think being a dad is one of the most impactful things that you could do for society, is being able to raise great global citizens. Being able to do that full time would be amazing, but understanding just how the world works, so it's not what I'm able to do. But if I wasn't doing this, I would be doing being a stay-at-home dad, all-pro dad, and trying to make sure that I'm thriving in that particular vicinity. I am Kelvin Beachum. I am an asset allocator. Catch me on the Marketer of the Month podcast.